Not quite dead. Left fielder. We didn't know what to do. We panicked. When Petey beamed Houston with the ball, we all knew it had sounded bad. Real bad. Houston just laid there motionless on the ground, like he'd been hit by a garbage truck. Johnson tried to bring him around, but no luck. No adults were around to ask for help. I tried taking Houston's pulse, but didn't really know how to. His eyes had rolled back into his head.
He looks like my goldfish when he went belly up,
said Connor. We figured the worst. We made the sign of a cross and pronounced Houston dead. Because we didn't want to get in trouble and also felt like we should finish up our game, especially now that teams are more even, it seemed simplest to just bury Houston out in left field. We dug a hole with our bare hands, dragged him over, plunked him in, and mostly covered him up. Mikey said a few words about what a swell pal he'd been. It was getting dark, and we could hear our moms calling us home. I still felt bad for Houston. It wasn't his fault Petey had a lousy arm. So I thought about it. I didn't have much in my backpack, but found a couple of things that might work some. I took a big chunk of black licorice and a 9-volt battery out, and then shoved them into Houston's mouth. Then I covered him back up and left. The next day being Saturday, we got back to the diamond pretty early to claim it. Sitting on his grave, waiting for us, was Houston.
Sorry for killing you.
Apologized Petey. We all sniffled a little, holding back tears. That's okay, said Houston, shrugging. Sometimes you take one for the team. He punched his mate and lifted up a ball. Now quit yapping, he yelled. Let's go! I don't quite know what happened overnight, but Houston was a player transformed. He caught flies at the wall, snagged line drives, and hustled head first on the base path. At the plate, he unloaded on nasty changeups he could never tie up before, and hit for the cycle. Suddenly, he became
supercharged.
We took a water and apple break in the middle of the fifth. There was some shade under the oak tree we used to climb as kids, younger kids. Houston said he didn't need to eat anymore, though. He just wanted to keep playing. Since he was dead, there were a few new rules. He literally now only lived for baseball. When he played, he was up and at 'em. But soon as we got done, he had to go back to his hole. When Houston would cry, he'd just say,
I'm fine. Gotta walk it off. Rub some more dirt on it.
We all played together nearly every day that spring after school, until dusk and longer on the weekends. But after a while, we started getting down. Houston would complain.
It's lonely out here at night, fellas. I miss my dog, mom and dad, too.
We never knew what to say to that. When school got out, Johnson and Petey went off to summer camp a while, so we let Mikey's sister Tammy play with us, even though she was a girl. Turns out she was solid all around and could even bat righty or lefty. Houston moved his burial plot over by the oak tree, and we brought him loads of old comics and Hardyboards to read, but I don't think he ever got much use out of them. Made us feel a little better, though. Sometimes Houston would lick a battery to recharge, then hit a real sizzler. We had never lost so many paws to the oleander bushes before.
Not another one.
Once after we called it quits, we hung out at the field, just talking about our favorite players of all time and going to games for real, and what we'd do if we ever made it to the big leagues. Connell noticed that as long as we talked about baseball, Houston remained active and alert. After that, we started feeding him baseball cards, trivia, and sports articles. One night, I snuck him home to my treehouse out back. We stayed up debating all the greats. Carl versus Williams, Ruth versus Aaron, Griffey versus Ichiro. That night got me thinking. Houston's family was going through some tough, dark times. We needed to help, so we discussed the best course of action. First, we had to fess up about what we had done. It was the only way to move forward. Hanging our heads, we finally took Houston home. We told the whole story of our not quite dead left fielder. We had to decide to accept any punishment coming our way. But turns out Houston's parents were just so happy to have him back, they let go of all their anger and sadness right away. Not sure how many times we ended up apologizing that day, and it wasn't easy to admit. We should have done the right thing sooner. We were lucky there were no hard feelings. Houston felt kind of alive again. That's the most important part. Our problem was solved, of course, by Houston's dad, Dallas, becoming our coach. Poor guy had really no choice in the matter. He lived and breathed baseball from that day on, just to be with his son. I've never seen Houston happier. We shaped up and started having actual practices. Before long, we ordered uniforms and even started playing against other teams. Yeah, I guess things really started moving in the right direction then. What can I say? We live to play!